Okay, hi everyone, my name is Ridho Safikri, and for all of you who watch this video, I wish you a good day and may the force be with you always. This video recorded to fulfill my final examination in organizational behavior class. So, in this opportunity, I would like to explain again my presentation in the class, which about the organizational culture. What is organizational culture? What is the purpose of organizational culture? Why does organizational culture should exist in every company or organization? And how to shape it? And the most important thing is, what do you need to do to create your own organizational culture in your own company? So, organizational culture is complex and deep aspect that can influence organizational member. It includes the values, it includes the norms, ritual, or something like that in the organization, and it has to be learned by new employee in the organization. So, why does the new employee should learn the organizational culture? I will explain to you right now. So, why do the new employees should learn the organizational culture? Because they need to adapt in the environment of the organization. They need to be learn the organizational culture in order to stay and in order to survive longer in the organization. And for the company itself, organizational culture should be exist because organizational culture can drive the company to achieve the vision, to achieve the purpose of the organization. And organizational culture can give you a direction, can give you a clear direction to achieve the company's purpose. For example, like this. Do you know Gojek? I believe you all know Gojek, right? Gojek wants to the Gojek's company purpose is to leaving their employees to stay longer in the organization and create a strong building in the strong team building to the organization. So what can Gojek do to make the employees stay longer in the organization, in the Gojek company? And what can Gojek do to create a good team building in the organization, in the Gojek? So they need rituals such as breakfast in every morning for all of the employees and something like that. That's the example. And how to shape the organizational culture? We have two kinds of ways to shape the organizational culture. First, we planned the culture in order to be aware and to create a good purpose of the organization. For example, like this. Do you know Female Daily Network? Do you know Female Daily Network? Do you know the CEO already set the expectation, already set the purpose of the organization? And by that, they are able to plan how can Female Daily Network do in order to achieve the goals, in order to fulfill and in order to satisfy the apa tadi? Sorry, in order to satisfy the expectation. And yeah, and the second way to shape the organizational culture is by accident, that just plan the necessary things. This kind of ways is happen when something already happened. They have no plans about the culture, about the organizational culture. They create the culture right after the accident. Like they think like for example like this. Something happened in the organization, and the CEO, the top level management, thinks what can we do, what can they do in order to avoid the tragedy, the tragedy. So they need to create an organizational culture that required to be done by the employees. So yeah, that's it. So I mean like they need so by doing the organizational culture by doing the organizational culture, so the new employees and the new employees that doing that is can create a better solution for the tragedy. Next, this is the important thing I said in the beginning. This important thing is about five main elements to create the organizational culture. First, teach it. Second is define it, live it, measure it, and reward it. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I will explain one by one. Teach it is, as I said before, the top level management already set the expectation about the purpose of the organization, about the vision of the organization. So they need to also set the organizational culture, something like what can we do, what can they do to achieve those vision. So they need to teach those culture to the employees in order to be done by the employees. Second is define it. Define it means the top level management define like what they want in the organization. I mean like, okay, employees. My vision in this organization is this and this. So you as the employees should help me to achieve this vision by doing this and this, something like that. Second, and the third is live it. After you teach them, after you define them, and it means nothing if you all in the organization not live it, because you need to apply those you need to apply those culture constantly in order to be the habit in the organization. And the fourth is measure it. Measure it is when the organization culture is already exist, there should be a change. There should be a change in the organization, and those change should be measured by us in order to create a new step, or the new step of the organizational culture. Something like, okay, so we already achieved this. Okay, so what should we do next? Something like this. And then, last but not least, reward it. After the change happened, so it's time to reward the employees. It's time to give the happiness to the employees because the employees already did their job, already did their best to the company. The employees already changed to be better, and then it's time to reward the employees in order to be motivation to other employees. So other employees should other employees should be motivated and do the better things. Okay, so that's all from my presentation. I hope you guys satisfied with my presentation, and I'm so sorry if there is some mistakes or everything. So if you guys have any question, just contact me below. I will add my contact in the description box. So have a nice day.